morning, friends. How are you? We're back. We took a little hiatus last week, but Irene and I are here, and Brenda's gonna hopefully be watching. She's a little under the weather this week. I was a little under the weather last week. Now it's Irene's turn.
I'm healthy. Hi, Linda.
Is that Linda Luther?
Yes, it is.
Morning, Linda Luther.
All right, Linda, don't get dizzy. I'm moving in a little. There. It just seems like we had a lot of excess. There. Good. So it's from your glasses to the second panel.
Good to know.
Yep.
So we're just kind of, I remember when I was in high school, when we did musicals, the director called it vamping, where he would just play stuff so we could get to where we needed to be. So we're doing a little vamping while we wait for friends to join us.
Hi, Joan.
We're seeing some nice, gentle snow falling outside our windows, which is pretty. I was gonna say nice, but I'm not really a fan of the winter, so.
Linda likes our tiaras.
Oh, thank you. But it does look pretty coming down. Hopefully it won't accumulate too much.
Hi, Sue Landis.
Going on this weekend. Hi, Sue. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with announcements. This weekend, weather holding, we have both our second Saturday sampler and our class open house. So we're really looking forward to filling our classroom with potential students and teachers. And the teachers will be here to answer any questions you may have. We have already started putting up some of our class samples, which you'll see behind me. But we will have all of them up, and we will have everybody here, and I think we'll have some snacks. Did we talk about snacks?
No, but I'll take care of it.
I'm not good at providing snacks. I don't know. I just get home and I'm like too tired to do anything, like bake anything nice. So
I'll have snacks.
Irene will have snacks. Thank you. Hopefully Brenda will be able to be here too. Although I don't think we talked about that. Sorry, Brenda.
She mentioned she might.
Oh, good. Okay. So it's going to be a nice morning. The open house is going to be from 10 a.m. until noon, so that the teachers can be here and you all can come and see them. We've got some really fun classes. We've got some small projects, some tiny projects, which we talked about a couple weeks ago, the year of miniatures, which is going to be a fun class. Do we have anything big? Oh, the Bargello. We're going to do the Bargello, and this is not too small too. So yeah, it's a nice mix and great teachers, and we're looking forward to having everybody. So while I'm talking about that, I also wanted to mention that we started last week the Finish It Up Club, and I was able to attend via Zoom, and we had a good amount, I think like 10 to 12 people, don't you think?
We have 10.
Yep. So there's still room in the club if you want to join us. We are going to be meeting on the first Saturday of every month from 9 to 10, and it's a great opportunity to just have some fun with some like-minded friends, and also challenge yourself to get some of those projects finished during the year. So you're welcome to join that, and both of those items are up on the website. So then Irene has a couple of classes that she's going to talk about. One is one that she's teaching, and the other is the one behind me. So come on over, Irene, and I will watch for questions or comments.
I'm over on my computer.
Yeah, I got mine.
So, okay. We're duly.
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Tara mentioned the snow, and my theory is once Christmas is over, I don't want any more snow because, you're lost the chance, that's it. But it is winter, and I don't want to give in to winter. So it's pretty. It just took me a little time. I do not have a garage, so it took me a little time to get the car ready. And I grumbled the whole time, just want you to know. That's me. All right. The first one that I want to talk about is Tucker University sophomore year. If you have taken part in Tucker University freshman year, and we have offered it 2 or 3 times. So anyone who completed that program is eligible to do sophomore year. And sophomore year is a little bit different. The first 6 months plus a bonus class are similar to the technique type atmosphere of freshman year, where we cover a technique. And then the second half of the year is School of Design. Now, when Tucker University was created, many years ago, I think 2015, 2014, there weren't as many tools as there are now, because Deb just keeps cranking them out. And so sophomore year was intended to design with the tools that at the time. But since then, she's come out with a ton of them. So they came out with junior year and senior year, which concentrate on the newer tools. This one, sophomore year, concentrates on a couple new ones. Well, not new, but a couple different ones from freshman year, and some more techniques from the originals. So we are billing them separately. This one will run 6 classes plus a bonus class. If you sign up for everything, for the 6 classes up front, then you will get the bonus class at no cost. If you want to do it monthly, then you'll pay for the bonus class if you want it. You may not want it. But even if you pay monthly, you're going to give us a credit card, and we're going to bill you the first of each month. It runs once a month, and you will get your list of your class list, your materials list is the word I'm after, for each month. Like when you sign up, you'll get the first month, which, by the way, it starts next week. It starts on Thursday. And then I'm doing both in person and Zoom. In person in the morning, Zoom in the afternoon. So if the weather's horrible, then we could do the whole thing Zoom. I'll get emails from it. Well, we'll have emails for everybody, and we'll just say, look, we're going to do it all Zoom today, and I'm going to do it from my house, so I don't have to drive. So that's the theory, anyway. If you come in on Saturday, I will have some of the units that you can take a look at, things like Birds of Paradise and some units from the 4-patch square up, and Hunter Star is on there, and those kinds of things, stack squares. So I'll have some of those that you can see. I probably won't bring the quilt though, maybe I will, who knows. If we need decoration, I'll bring the quilt. I completed my solely me design quilt, and we have it, so maybe I'll bring that in and put it in the background so you can see where you could go to. So that is sophomore year, and if you're at all interested in continuing, you obviously need sophomore year. So junior year and freshman year deal with Star 60, Wedge Star, things like that, which are awesome. So keep that in mind, and it doesn't matter, it is, right now it's online. We managed to get it up because it's coming up so soon, and I need to know what my Zoom people need. We need to ship to them. So we put it up quickly so that it's available. Just be careful when you are signing up for it that you sign up for the one you want. So if you sign up for in person, I'm assuming you're going to be here. If you sign up for Zoom, we got to get stuff to you. Okay? All right. So it's $240, and $240 up front will get you the 6 classes plus the bonus class, or you can choose to pay $40 per month, have it deducted from your credit card the first of every month, but you would have to pay for the bonus class if you wanted to take it. Okay? In person is going to be 10:30 to 1:30. Zoom is going to be 2 to 5. Same day, so I can repeat myself. I used to hate that when I was teaching. When I was teaching in high school, I hated doing the same class 2 times, because I always thought, did I tell this class that, or did I tell that class? But now it's on, I'll have it recorded, so it'll be all good. All right, the other class I want to point out, because, yes, dear?
You have a question?
Yes.
Are we able to use the same rulers for each class? Or does each class need new rulers?
Well, obviously you're asking because you've taken freshmen. There are two new tools. One of them is Hunter Star, which some people have anyway, the petite, and 4-patch square up. The rest of the classes utilize the tools you already have. A big one is large square that they're going to do quite a bit more with. I'm trying to think what else. That's it. I think you need Tucker trimmer and you need, I believe that's it. Yes.
What was the second one you mentioned? I'm trying to put it in the comments too.
Large square.
Was it?
Hunter Star Petite. It's not large square. Hunter Star Petite
Okay, so I have Petite Hunter Star and there was
4-patch square is the other one. 4-patch square. We've all made 4 patches. And believe me, I've made my share of them. And not all of them came out correctly. They were wonky and they were, yeah. With the 4-patch square up tool, they come out perfect every time. So that's why we're going to show you some cool techniques. 4-patch square up is also used, 4 patches in general are used to create like an Irish chain, okay, or Jacob's ladder, or all kinds of designs. So it's a very useful class. When I first saw it, before I got certified, I'm like, why do I need a tool to do a 4-patch? Now I know. Because, again, slightly oversized, trimmed to perfection. And it goes together like clockwork. And the seams are nested. It's awesome. I love 4-patch square now. So, please keep that in mind. And like I said, I'll have some stuff here on Saturday. We're hoping the weather holds. Of course, the one time we want to do something, it is nasty. So, forecast, you know how that works. It could change. It could change by, the time I get done talking to you. So, we'll see. All right, the other one I want to talk to you about, because it's coming up quickly, is One Block Wonder. And if any of you have ever seen this before, you remember how absolutely gorgeous it is. I'm getting out of the picture so you can see it. I'm going to drop this chair and make a lot of noise. One Block Wonder is done with hexies. And you may not, Barb Miller does this, and she's amazing. You may not even realize that some of this is hexies. Like, for example, here's a hexie. Okay, and here, and here. So what you do, now this is done from a panel. Actually, it's done from many panels, I believe 8. Okay? You're going to cut 7 of them, and you are going to make hexies with them. And Barb has a wonderful method, and it comes out amazing, as you can tell. You can do this with any panel. You can do this with fabric. Okay, you can do it. Some of you have done stack and wax, some of you have done the pinwheel one. Sort of the same concept where you stack your fabric so that all your hexies are the same. But the next hexie could be totally different, should be totally different. So we did the panel one because we have quite a few panels. We were showing the panel one. We also had someone who was interested in the panel one. So, but this is, you can use regular fabric, but you obviously aren't going to get the panel work up in the middle. But there are some absolutely gorgeous. Go online and look at One Block Wonders. They are, just Google it and hit images. There's thousands of them out there. So Barb has agreed to teach this one. It is 2 Saturdays, the 20th, which is written around here, and 20th of this month and the 17th of February, because you have to sew the hexies. You need some time to sew all these hexies. And depending on the size of your panel or the size of your fabric, you might have lots of hexies. Okay? Then what happens is so we learned to cut it at the first class, and at the second class, we're going to have you designing, because you need space to design. So we put up design walls on the walls so that you can space it out. Barb will tell you the best thing to do is bring a flannel backed tablecloth to design on, and then when you're ready to go home you can roll it up and it's all right there. You can pin what you got to pin. So fun class, very creative. Two people could do the same panel and it wouldn't look the same. Not exactly the same. So please consider that. Is that on the website, my dear friend?
It is, yeah.
It is on the website. The dates might not
The
be
dates
quite
are right
correct.
on the website too.
Are they?
I don't know where I picked up that.
Well, this
mistake.
was original, and then we had to do some shifting of days. So it is the 20th of this month, which is a Saturday. It is from 10 a.m. to 2. And then it is the 17th of February. Again, 10 a.m. to 2. Okay? On the website, so you can sign up and pay there. And then just keep in mind it's both days. Excuse me. It's both days. So, all right. Now, with that being said, Tara is going to show you some of the panels that we have that you might want to consider for something like this or something else, whichever. I love working with panels, so that might be one reason we have so many panels here in the store, my influence. But this is a nice way to incorporate them in a beautiful full-size quilt. So, okay? All right, I'm going to turn it over to Tara, and I'll be back later.
All right. So yes, as Irene mentioned, we do have some cool panels for this project. I just wanted to show them off for you. And I'm going to need Irene to give me some feedback on this, whether it's centered in the frame or not. But the first one is this beautiful giraffe.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that good?
That's good. Hold it up. There you go.
All right. I think if I was going to make one of these one block wonders, this is the one I would choose. It's just so, it's like a painting, and it's got the mom and the baby, just beautiful. Yeah, that would look great in a one block. One block. So that's one in our Africa theme, or one of our Africa themed panels, the giraffe. And then we have some autumn themed panels. This one, and by the way, I do have the prices of these. The giraffe is $15.29. What I was going to say is that everything is on the Facebook Live tab of the website if you want to, take a closer look or see maybe if you missed something. But also feel free to ask questions. This one is called Autumn something, Autumn Flourish, and it's $9.29. This would make a cool one too with all those different colored flowers. Very, very richly autumn themed. And that one is called Autumn Flourish. I love the big sunflower right there in the middle.
That looks great on here.
Good. The next one is called Carving Pumpkins. This is a very dramatic moon scene. Lots of rich, bold colors on this. This one is called Carving Pumpkins, and it's $9.29 for each panel. And as Irene mentioned, the pattern takes, what did you say, 8 or 9?
8.
8 panels.
You cut 7, and you used the last one for the center.
Gotcha. This is
So
Carving Pumpkins.
That looks really cool.
And then we're going to get into some winter theme. This one's got a sticker on it. This one is called Winter Visitor, and it's a gorgeous cardinal. Oops, upside down.
I think it goes sideways.
There we go.
Oh, no, you're sideways. There you go. I was thinking it was longer than it was wide, but it's not.
So this one is $11.47 each. This would be beautiful too. For all you bird watchers.
It's beautiful.
The next one is a sunflower field at sunset, $8.89 for this one. And by the way, for those of you who aren't going to take the One Block Wonder, these can be used in all sorts of things. We have some patterns out in the shop that, come to think of it, we were going to talk about today and forgot. We should write everything down.
Well, we do, but then we don't look at it.
Right. Anyway, we do have some patterns. There's some books. One of them, what is that book?
Panel play.
Panel play. Yep, Irene's going to go grab it. There's so many fun things that you can do with panels, and this one is great. And actually, if you didn't like the sunrise part, you could just use the bottom part for something like a table runner or whatever. So, yeah, tons of different things that you can do with panels. They're very fun. And then the next one, here's another autumn one. This is one of my favorites. We have kits for a panel project for these too out in the shop. This one is called Autumn Afternoon. And I can just picture myself sitting in this chair on a nice warm autumn afternoon with the chickadees and the cardinal. I think those are chickadees. And the gourds. That one is called Autumn Afternoon, and it is $11.19. This one has a sort of Asian flair. It's called Niwa Metallic. It's got some butterflies and flowers and a little bit of metallic accent on there with the gold. Right here is metallic. And then there's some metallic on these flowers down here. I hope you can see that. So we have a great variety of styles. This one is the last one. This is my favorite one. I mean, I think I might have said the giraffe was my favorite, but I like this one too. Majestic Elephant.
He's so pretty.
This one is a digital copy of a painting, I believe. So beautiful, and I don't know, elephants have such kind eyes, and
When they're running you over.
well, this one's not running you over, it's just coming over to say hi. So then Irene grabbed some
It took her forever, but
of these for us. This is the book I mentioned. It's called Panel Play. And I'll add this to the comments on the Facebook Live. But this has some really neat projects that are kind of out of the box. So, and there's so many panels that look different. Like these are mostly large scale, just one picture panels like that. But there are some panels that have like little squares. So they have table toppers that you could do with your little squared panels. There's one on the back here if you have rectangle panels. So this is a great resource if you like panels.
it also has border treatments in it,
Yeah. What was that one that?
way in the back, that I did with the giraffe.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh, but you have that thing?
Almost, sort of.
Similar, yeah. That is not the one that you did.
No. It's close, but it's not the one. I had done the giraffe for one of my nephews. Well, nephew-in-law, ex-nephew, whatever. He's a sweetheart, Nate. And I used one of the borders out of there. And then I also made it bigger by adding one of their borders, adding a plain border, one of their borders, and another plain border, because Nate is well over 6 foot tall. So it became, he has it on his couch, I believe. So, and
Is that?
I don't know how much they heard of that, because, yes,
Yeah, and I like that because it's got the different angles.
only I did it in the colors that matched the panel. So it worked really, really well.
Mm-hmm. So that's a great resource. Also, this one I think would work with the cardinal one.
Yeah. That would work really well.
That one's $10. I don't know
Just get some matching ones. It is Winter Cardinals. But it shows two different options. You can just do the flying geese or the flying geese and the checkerboard. See that checkerboard? 4-patch square up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
This one is called Side Lights.
And I've seen this a number of times. And these are not parts of the panel. They are coordinating fabrics. Oh, no, I guess they are parts of the panel. They just look like coordinating fabrics. Okay.
And with several of these panels, we do have coordinates that go with them.
Mm-hmm.
The fabrics. All right, so this is the book that is a requirement for the class.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
It's called One Block Wonders Encore.
I didn't mention that. Sorry about
And
that.
it's got some cool projects in there.
Yeah.
All sorts of different shapes of
Yep.
quilts and different layouts.
You can put cubes and things like that. This one will not do the cube yet. You need to learn the basics before you can start doing the cubes.
Yeah, like this one, the black and white.
Aren't they beautiful? It's like I said, if you go online and you Google it, holy cow. You will see every kind under the sun. I got hiccups, I'm sorry.
All right, so that's all of our not all of our panels, but some of our panels. We didn't want to show you any that would have fewer than 7 or 8.
8. She'll get it eventually.
Okay. All right, but Irene has got some fun stuff for you next. So without further ado, I'm going to turn off my microphone so I don't cough into it.
Okay, before I start the fun stuff, I'll do the even more fun stuff. Funner's not really a word, but it's becoming a word.
Excuse me.
The invitations went out for the March Quilt Away. And if I had your email address, hopefully I sent it to you. If I missed you, I'm trying to find a place to put these. If I missed you, we have copies in here. So if you want to come in here and so forth. Or you can send us an email and tell us you didn't receive it. It should have come from Irene's Fabric Creations. Hopefully you didn't put me in trash. And but if you need one, you can send us here at Town and Country, and I will forward you an invitation and a registration. I'm capping it at 60, and I never used to worry about the February/March one, but we're climbing up there. Last year we were at 50. Normally we're at like 30 in March. So you're not going to want to wait too long. The other thing is, if you've never been and you don't know this system, it is at the Quality Inn in Geneseo. It's at their reception area where they their event area, the banquet hall, called Valley Oak. It's attached to the Quality Inn. You can get rooms at the Quality Inn for a special price for the quilters. For those of you who knew I was looking into doing a July one, we are no longer going to do that because that's their peak time and the rooms were much more expensive. So we decided not to do that. So we have March, and then we'll do it again in November. So send us an email if you want an application by email, or stop in. I have not brought, yes, I did, I brought them, and they're sitting on the counter. So, all right, item of the month. This is an incredible one. I love it. All right, what we're looking at is this lovely, and I forget its official name, Roundabout, okay? It is a Martelli mat, and it is an circular. Of course it's circular. It's a rotating is the word I'm after, mat, okay? I'm not a big rotating mat person, except there are certain units that I do, like when I trim the Lemoyne Stars, this is perfect because you trim you rotate a little trim again without moving the piece. If you've never used a rotating mat, there are many of them out there. There's square ones, which when you rotate them, they stab you in the tummy. There are some that don't move very easily, so by the time you get it moved, your fabric is moved out of the way anyway. So this is a Martelli, and if you're aware of any Martelli stuff, it's very high quality, very, very high quality. But this one is unique. My first Martelli mat looked like, circular one looked like this. This one has parts. You have the base, lovely base, kind of like an old Lazy Susan. Well, it is a Lazy Susan, but in a different way. Then you have the cutting board, which sits on it, and there's like a felty material on both. So when you put it on it, the board doesn't move, okay? Now, it still rotates, but it doesn't move on the base. So you can do your cutting, and I'll do a demo of some Lemoyne stars next week, maybe, if Tara lets me. But this one is so awesome because you can take this off, and it also comes with an ironing mat, pressing mat. And once again, once you put it on there, it doesn't move. But you can press, twirl it a little, press a little bit more, and so forth. I find that once I put my hand down to cut or press, it doesn't move. You put a little pressure on this hand and you cut. Then you can leave your hand on there. You're going to press here, but you can leave your hand on there, keep pressing, and do the other cut or press. So very, very helpful. Very, very, very. I love this mat. I use it all the time. When I need a rotating mat, this is the one I grab because it's perfect. Okay. This is also awesome for retreats. We just talked about retreats. Doesn't take up a lot of room, and you've got 2-in-1. Okay. And it rotates. So you kind of got 3-in-1, sort of. So this is on sale. It's normally $162.99, and for the item of the month, it is $121 even. And I have a question. Yes.
It's not really a question, just a reminder. I don't know if you mentioned that it's pre-sale.
I was just about to do it.
Oh, okay.
It is pre-sale only. You don't walk in and pick it up. You pay for it, and you can do that online. And at the end of the month, we order them. We don't have lots of extras laying around. We have our demo. So you pay for it. At the end of the month, we tally them, and Tara orders them. And they usually come in a week or two. And then we call you, and you come pick it up. Plenty of time for the March retreat, so that you would have lots of space, okay? And who knows? You may fall in love with it as much as I did. So, $121. That's incredibly inexpensive for Martelli. Martelli is not a cheap company. You can get cheaper ones, but the quality's not there. And believe me, I've been through a lot of notions in my time, and I will do a Martelli. It's worth the money. It's worth the money. And it lasts for a long time. I've had mine a long time, and you can't feel any cuts on it. And I use it pretty often. I cut a lot. So, quality, okay? So $121, item of the month. You can order anytime between now and the end of the month, and we'll show it to you for the next however many Thursdays we have in January. And then it will close at that point, and if you wanted one after that, you'd have to pay the full price, which is $162.99. So if you want to save over $40, you're going to want to get it now. Okay, to save $40 on a Martelli mat is amazing. Okay? All right, 3, 2, 1. I love this part too. All right, as you know, well, some of you may not know, we end our presentation with 3, 2, 1. 3 is a $3 a yard fabric for this week or until it's gone. 2 is something we only have 2 or 3 of in the store, and we're selling them at a discounted price. And one is something we only have one of in the store, and we're selling it at a discount price. So, our $3 fabric is this one. It's a beautiful batik, a very marbly looking batik, okay? We have probably we have 7, according to the estimate, yards. And nice blender. You have those fabrics in, those colors. Could be a backing. I love this marbly stuff for a back because then it's not just a plain boring back. It's got a little bit of character, so when you flip it over, it's got something fun to look at. I got fuzz on it. So, $3 a yard as long as it lasts, or until next week at this time, whichever comes first. Okay? R2 is a pattern by Doug Lecco, who's a cutie. I love Doug Lecco. Sorry, that's just me going over. Which direction? And it looks like, I'm sorry, my beeper's going on. It looks like this. Okay?
Can I do something?
It's telling me I should have eaten those cookies. That's what it's telling me. So, his company is Antler Quilt Designs. I'm really sorry about the beeper. It is normally $7.99. We're selling it for $3.50. He has very good directions. That's why I like him. And we have 2 of them. So when they're gone, it's all gone. Okay? All right. R1 is a Creative Grids non-slip 45-degree kaleidoscope and dressed-in plate ruler. That's a big title for a little ruler. It is Creative Grids, so as always, it has the non-slip on the back. I do like Creative Grids. If I'm not using Deb Tucker tools, I'm using Creative Grids tools in Martelli mats. So, yeah. All right. Normally $21.99. This one, the last one in the store, is $12. Okay? When it's gone, it's gone. And we probably, unless somebody really, really wanted one, would not order it back because it's been for a while. So, 1. This is 2 at $3.50 for each pattern. And our $3 pattern, which is beautiful. You know me, I love boutiques. Touching them, using them. So, once again, buy it so I don't, and we'll be all good. There's enough for a backing, a decent backing, on 7 yards. That's a good backing, big backing. All right. Do we have any more questions, Ms. Tara?
No.
All right. If you do have any questions, you're welcome to comment on this. If you're watching it later, we'll check to see if anybody who watches it after the fact has any comments. I know my sister Bev is watching it after the fact because she has an appointment today. So, and many of you like to watch it with your cup of coffee, maybe Friday morning or Thursday afternoon. So, comment or call us. You can always call us, send us an email, whatever, and hopefully we can answer your question. You also could come see us if you want to. And please don't forget, Saturday, now we have our second Saturday sampler, the next to the last class, that's at 9 to 10, and then at 10 we'll open up for the open house, and it goes 10 to noon. And you can see we're starting to get our samples up on the walls, and you can talk to the teachers and sign up so that we are limited. If it's an in-person class, which all of them are, I think, except for I'm offering sophomore year also Zoom. We only have 8 slots. That's how the size of our classroom. So if you are interested, you're going to want to get signed up so that you guarantee your spot. You will get a class list of the materials you need, and it's just fun, good time. And I will give you a hint. There are some classes that I am signing up for, so that means there's only 7 slots left. So get in here, get it signed up, and so that you have it and you'll have your calendar and you'll be all set to go. It will also be on the website. All of them will be on the website after Saturday or Saturday, whichever she decides, so that you could sign up there also. But right now, the only two on there are One Black Wonder and sophomore year because they're starting so soon. We got them up early. So, all right. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Miss Tara?
No,
You're all
just
set?
thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming back to us after our hiatus, our illness hiatus. And hopefully we'll all stay healthy and strong, and hopefully Brenda can come back and join us soon. Love you, Brenda. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
I forgot this is my job.
She's not shutting me off.
There we go.